apart from our advisory committees, the Industry Standards Forum has been a very important initiative, which we are now in the process of formalizing as a part of the regulatory architecture in SEBI. We found it extremely effective. And I can assure you that, many new steps will be taken. Single filing with the exchanges is going to become a reality very soon, if Ashish is here, but it's happening. It's work in progress. If you file your filings, your disclosures with one exchange, it will automatically go and populate on the websites of the other exchanges. So this is all simple stuff that technology will enable. Of course, there was a mention of REITs, but Ajkal, if I utter the word REITs, I am accused of conflict of interest. So perhaps it would be better for me to abstain. But indeed, these are the emerging asset classes in our country. Globally, they are large, strong. They monetize a lot of the build out of the infrastructure of the country. They have a huge multiplier effect in terms of the growth of the country. So all of this is very much on our agenda, and it will be done in a manner of co-creation, because that's the only sensible way to do it. The third thing that we believe is going to characterize our markets is speed. And the reason is not that it will characterize only our markets, it's because that's how the world is moving today. Today, even an overnight delivery of something you order online feels far too late, right? You want it in 15 minutes, right? And it happens. And then your expectation is, now why not 5 minutes? And now why not 2 minutes? And that is with physical goods. So you can imagine in the digital world, where is the expectation of people in terms of with what speed things should happen? So there is a certain speed which is all prevailing in the entire, not just market ecosystem, but the overall, I would say, the planet. And therefore, we too need to be able to, as a regulator, respond to that. So we believe that the way in which to deal with that is really to have focus. And what do I mean by focus? In order to have speed, you need to have clarity of thinking. Right? Decisions are made quickly if you are clear on your objective, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to protect the investor from. And that clarity comes from a very sharp focus on what is it that is the fundamental requirement of the regulator to do. So within SEBI, we have restructured ourselves. We undertook a reorganization where we restructured ourselves in order to bring focus to certain specific activities, so that it is not a question of everybody trying to do everything and then it taking a long time, but a very focused and clear set of policies, processes, protocols, etc., in order to bring that focus, in order to bring that clarity, and therefore to facilitate speed. The next important thing is this whole question of inclusion, which I referred to earlier, that a Viksit Bharat with economic prosperity is still not a Viksit Bharat unless you have inclusion and participation. And this inclusion is not just about gender inclusion, not just about socio-economic inclusion, it is also about language inclusion and on so many other dimensions. We're very fortunate that we are on that cusp where, with the help of AI, language barriers should be a thing of the past. So as we think about how our regulations will evolve in the future, we will need to move well past saying simply, let's simplify the English in our regulation. We will need to move past that and say, why do we not have regulation? Why do we not have documents? Why do we not have IPO summaries in 15 languages or 27 languages? So a part of that inclusion agenda is to make sure that there is no barrier to people being informed investors and therefore being able to participate in the entire market ecosystem. Because without a sense of familiarity, the fear is far too much.